stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. So I was trying to remember where I shared. It can get a little confusing sometimes. So, all right. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. Daily Trudge. Just letting some people know I'm live. I hope everybody's having a good day. My internet was put in. I'm not utilizing it yet, no. So, today is one of my favorite topics, emotional sobriety. It's one of my favorites, man. I'm going to take a little bit of a different route on it today, I think. Hey, Ingrid. That's too high, isn't it? Isn't that too high? Is that better? That's better, isn't it? Isn't it so much better? All right. There we go. I have books. Okay. I have money for anything. Okay. We can afford toilet paper right now. So that's good because we're out of toilet paper. So, but emotional sobriety, I usually do a lot of reading from the book on this one, but I think I'm going to go a little solo today on this. So I am going to read out of Language of the Heart and go over it. And I'm not even sure what I mean yet by taking a different purview or a different, because usually I say certain things during emotional sobriety. I've got my thing, right? I've always got my thing for different topics where I have indicators. They're called indicators, and they allow me to continue speaking. And I have to give myself indicators. All right. So these books and everything, these are cheat sheets for me. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm not willing to drive to frickin' Pueblo. People are setting up some time to go meet up, and I haven't met any of these people. I'm not going to ride in a car to Pueblo with them. No way I could do that. All right, no, I'm messing around. I would love to go do it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get to emotional sobriety, and let's go ahead and get started on the reading. All right. So the reading here is, even then, as we hew away at peace and joy may still elude us. That's the place so many of us AA ulsters have come to, and it's a hell of a spot, literally. So here we are in the merry-go-round of emotional sobriety. And I'm sure we could agree that some old-timers didn't ever read this. Let's also understand that people are different, right? Bill W. was one of those men who was willing to share his feelings. Dr. Bob, not so much. Why do you think everything's Bill? Not everything is Bill. Okay. because he understood some things that even today people just aren't getting. Okay. We now live in a world where everybody's just trying to be noticed for some reason. Everybody wants to be noticed. And I get it, because me, just like everybody else, I want to be a part of something. I enjoy doing things with other people. I like accomplishing things with groups and being able to take group credit. I enjoy those things. I enjoy having people over. I'm a Virgo, right? So you can imagine how tough it is, how tough it kind of is for me to want to interact with people all the time, but just not being able to. That can be pretty frustrating. Okay? And some days it is. Some days it isn't. That's not really what I'm going for here. But it's a hell of a place because we've sown all the right principles. We've sown all the right things only to find out that we still had the cart before the horse. And it's a hell of a spot. Literally. When we mean literally, we mean literally. Yeah, I'm not going to Pueblo on the Super Bowl. And why the fuck are my texts coming up on my computer? Okay, I'm gonna have to solve it. I don't know how you guys are. I turn off notifications. I don't get notifications. No. Ding, 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 ding. Hell no. No. Most of my notifications are turned off, especially group chats. I gotta answer this one. Hey, babe, you are live on Trudging Together. What can I help you with today?
I'm sorry. Call me back.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Nothing. She got embarrassed and got off the phone. My wife's very, very shy. She's very, very shy. All right. How shall our unconscious, okay, your unconscious, the part that you do not think with, how are we going to bring that? Okay, so how shall our unconscious, from which so many of our fears, compulsions, and phony aspirations still stream? Okay, there's more to that line, Kim, but I'm going to give you some of these subconscious. Okay, Patricia, good afternoon. It's good to see you, honey. It looks like you've been having fun lately. Does. Good for you. Keep going and living life. It's beautiful. I love those pictures that you've been posting. And it looks like you got some good friends, man. I think that's so cool. When people post things that are enlightening, I like them. But don't be fake about it. Like, oh, this person is going to help me, so I'm going to give them $500 on camera. That is not helping. That's bragging. So I don't enforce those. Ah, yay! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Patricia's daughter. All right. I hope you have a great day. All right. So, from which so many of our fears and compulsions. So, what is the unconscious? These are the dreams that I've been talking about. So when you dream, that is your unconscious or your subconscious still wanting to get what it wants. I have drinking dreams every fucking night. Every night. And every night I lose my 6.5 years of sobriety. Then I wake up and I realize it hasn't happened. But I'm just in another dream. So how am I going to bring those fears, those compulsions, and phony aspirations from my unconscious be brought into line with what we actually believe, know, and want. How to convince our dumb, raging, and hidden Mr. Hyde becomes our main task. How long do I need to convince my Mr. Hyde we don't do that here anymore? We don't drink here anymore. We don't abuse God's children anymore. See, most of my dreams are about people hating me for something I did, which is not unusual. That's the life of an alcoholic, but not knowing why. And it's the why, because if I don't know the why, I can't fix it. Right? And it's unfortunate because my mom is the main person in it. And it trust me, it is not how I feel about my mother. So my Mr. Hyde still thinks my mother's the enemy. He's wrong. She's not my enemy at all. In fact, aside from my wife, my mom's about the only person that understands why I do what I do. My mom has always been the one that I've been able to go to and debate with to figure out the right answer. My mom, is she kind of emotionless? Yeah. So becoming Mr. Hyde looks like human being. Yeah. I understand that. Okay. Or a part of being human, being able to make mistakes, and it's okay to make a mistake. What Patricia is saying here, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I am presuming this. I don't say assume. Because I don't assume things, but I will presume things. See how much better that is? You're allowed to presume anything you want. It's an opinion. Okay. It's still the same as assume. It's just that assume has a bad rap as a word because it makes an ass out of you and me. Okay. If you do something wrong and assume something about me, it doesn't make an ass out of me. I did nothing in that. Go hee-haw your ass over there. Okay, so anyway, so I'm presuming what she is saying. Oh man, I just lost it too. No, that we have the right to be wrong, and she is talking about the 10th step. Thank you, Patricia. Okay, the 10th step is huge. It is what I call the human step, and it allows you to be human. Which is great, isn't it? Because what are we? After all, human. Why did I shut this? I still need it. Still need it. Why did I shut it? Tomorrow's going to be really good too. Tomorrow's is getting the spiritual angle. I'm going to love that one. All right. So what they're going to do here now. Okay. That I misunderstood. I apologize. Okay, that's it. And I think sometimes we have it's something. Texting plus a language barrier can sometimes interfere with what we're trying to say. So I will guess at it sometimes, but it's okay if I'm wrong. Because then she gets to come back and say, no, that's not what I was talking about. Pretty cool stuff. See? Okay. So, okay, got it. All right, see? We were talking about the same thing. That's why I like this open forum. Because, and I'm going to reiterate something here. This is all my experience. If you have a different experience, feel free to share it. Because all that's going to do is give somebody more information. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Right? Yep. That's right. Because if we have a close relationship with our higher power, we just blame him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's true. It is normal to be human. In fact, check on your friends where things are perfect all the time. Right? The regular attendance of meetings. So they're going to give us ways, right? So they're going to give us ways to deal with this dumb, raging, hidden Mr. Hyde. I wish this worked for everything, but it doesn't. But it will work. This did work for 90% of my stuff. So regular attendance of meetings, serving and helping others is the recipe that many have tried to found to be successful. Whenever I stray from these basic principles, my old habits resurface, and my old self also comes back with all its fears and defects. The ultimate goal of each AA member is permanent sobriety, achieved one day at a time. The other part to emotional sobriety, of which we did not cover, I will cover in short form here, is taking responsibility for your own emotions. All right. All right. I've been talking about my mom. Did my mom do some things? Yes. Did my parents do some things that caused trauma in my life? Yes. Is it their responsibility? Nope. It is not. Okay. Now, I let people know quite often that I was put away at a young age. I was out of control. Okay. Do I hate my parents? I used to, with a fervor of nothing else. But I don't hate them anymore. Are they still the same people? Pretty much. Okay. But, okay, here's the thing. The man that raised me, my father, you might as well call him that, right? He doesn't want anything to do with me. Nothing to do with me. My mom does. My mom loves being a part of my life. I love them both the same. Actually, not true. I love my mom more. She's my mom. I'm a mommy's boy. See, I think I always knew from the day that I was born that he would. Okay, I was 2 years old when he came into my life, and I remember things that far back. I'll remember him coming into our lives, okay? But I never felt the attachment to him. So I always kind of knew he wasn't my father, and, he did have blonde hair and blue eyes. My mother also has blue eyes, I think. Ooh, I hope she doesn't listen to this. I get in trouble. I'll get in trouble with my mommy for that. That's okay. But it's about taking responsibility for your own actions. Okay? I think that's what I got. I'm trying. Do you know how I know? Because if I have to start thinking of things to say, I'm done. But what does that mean? Well, here's the cool thing. In the beginning, it meant that from there, after that, I was full of shit. But I'm not that anymore. I'm not. So even if I would continue talking, my woe is in line with God's. So I'll still be on it, but it won't be as intense. You want the feeling, you know what I mean? Okay? Because my brain is aligned with God's. So I'm not full of shit after that. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. Because I've made some changes in my life. You can too. All right. That's what I got. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.